There's dramatic action set in World War II in next week's British film with 633 Squadron in their attempt to destroy a seemingly bomb-proof factory producing fuel for German V-2 rockets. Cliff Robertson and George Chakiris in 633 Squadron at 2 o'clock next Thursday.
Hello again and welcome to Notice Board. I hope you've a pen and paper to hand because in the next few minutes I'll be giving out a few useful addresses and telephone numbers. Well, now that the evenings are closing in, my thoughts tend to drift towards sun-drenched beaches, waving palms and the comforting sound of surf in some far-flung utopia. Well, we can all dream. The lucky ones even turn it into a reality. But no matter where you take your holidays, that dream can turn into a nightmare when those hard-earned weeks of freedom are spoiled because the services provided don't come up to the standard promised by the tour operator. If you're unfortunate in this way, then help is at hand in the form of this free leaflet published by the Money Programme, outlining the several steps you can take to obtain compensation. It's available from BSS, PO Box 7, London W3 6XJ. And one way of passing the long winter evenings is to visit a BBC TV show, and with the festive season on the horizon, then the Food and Drink Christmas special might be just the ticket. It'll take the form of a quiz featuring the regular presenters, and as team guests, Pebble Mill's Michael Smith and wine taster and actor Oz Clarke. And they'll be involving the audience in some of the tastings, as well as providing many useful catering tips. Television Centre here in London is where it'll take place on Monday, December the 15th at 7 o'clock. And whether you're organising a party or coming on your own, you'll be very welcome as long as you're over 14 and have obtained your free entry tickets from the Television Ticket Unit, BBC, London W12 7SB. And if that has whet your appetite for more of the same, then you'll be pleased to hear that a new series of Food and Drink begins next Tuesday at 8:30 on BBC Two.
Hang on a minute, David.
Oh, Jill Goulden, nice to see you. Thanks for dropping in.
Well, thank you for mentioning us.
That's
Here's
a
your
pleasure.
reward.
I have a reward. First reward on Notice Board. What is it?
Well, have a go and see. You like it? It's wonderful. It's marvellous.
It's tea. It's tea.
It's tea.
It is,
It's
yes.
British Rail's attempt to get it right at last. They've
Is it?
renewed their tea and
The no-
coffee, and we're going to be looking into it next week.
The notorious British Rail tea.
Yes, but I hope it's not too notorious. I'm waiting to try it on the programme.
Right, you sure you wouldn't like to try some here? Well, not quite up to my taste, but what are you having on the programme leading up to Christmas? Anything
Well,
special?
slightly more Christmassy subjects. We'll be having some beers, particularly Christmas ales, and some wines, and of course, culminating in the Christmas quiz.
Oh, beers and wines, much more to my taste. Well, thanks very much for dropping in. It's nice to see you.
Not at all.
And we'll be watching on Tuesday. Well, apart from food, the other vital consideration at Christmas is that of presents. And here again, the BBC can help by way of licensed gift tokens. They're available from £2 upwards and come in a choice of colourful greeting cards. To order them, you can fill in the form in Radio Times, or tokens from £3 upwards can be bought over the counter at all Crown post offices after November the 17th. Since Childline was launched, the phones have been very busy, and the counsellors would like to reassure children who need help that they shouldn't worry if they can't get through just now. Childline is a permanent service and is available 24 hours a day on 0800 1111. And some of our younger viewers might be interested to know that there's a new daytime quiz show starting soon on BBC1 called Doomsday Detectives. If you're over 12 years old, you can apply for tickets to come and watch the show being recorded by writing to Doomsday Detectives, Television Ticket Unit, BBC, London W12 7SB. However, you might like to take a more active part in making a television programme by becoming a contestant on a new BBC1 quiz show, Music Match. If you've a good all-round knowledge of popular music, then send for an application form to Music Match, room 3085, BBC Kensington House, Richmond Way, London W14 0AX. And you never know, you might become a star in your own right. And talking of stars, do you know what these people have in common? Les Dawson, Sue Pollard, Russ Abbott, Max Boyce, and Lena Zavaroni. Well, in fact, they all started their careers by appearing on Opportunity Knocks. And now the opportunity is knocking for you because the talent show is returning on BBC television. And auditions will be held starting this month throughout the United Kingdom. So if you fancy a bit of the limelight and haven't previously appeared on network television, to apply for an audition, you should send brief details, one up-to-date photograph, and a larger than 9x4 stamped addressed envelope to Opportunity Knocks, Auditions, BBC Television, London W12 7RJ. The closing date is the 14th of November, which means I've got to set to and do a bit of hard practicing. The smell of grease paint, the roar of the crowd. I can't wait. Until next week's notice board. Goodbye.
You're watching BBC One. And now, the music of Paul McCartney combines with the equestrian disciplines attempted by a young Appaloosa horse in Blankett's first show.